What's poppin', y'all? He's finally back, Mario Judah, and he dropped a song and a music video, and this song has done outstanding numbers. I really wanted to see what it would do for a couple of weeks, let the song settle in. People reacted to it. I don't really react to music. I give my thoughts on the overall situation. But as for me, if you guys have been here for quite a while, and I know there are some new people here, I really enjoyed Mario Judah's music. I thought he was a very special artist, and he's a cool guy as well. But to rewind you guys into why this is so impressive, we got to look back at how Mario Judah got on, the struggles he faced, disappearing, and what makes this so impressive that he's still able to pull numbers like he just did on this latest single that he released. So the song that took off everything for Mario Judah was Die Very Rough. That sound started to get some play on TikTok. And then this guy by the name of One Room Media, he owns One Room Media, which is like a production. They do music videos. And he hit up Mario Judah and was like, man, we got to get a visual for this done. So Mario Judah flew up to, it was somewhere in the Northeast. It might have been Pennsylvania. I don't know if it was Pennsylvania or Connecticut. I don't remember the exact details, but Mario Judah at the time was in Georgia. So he flies up there. And he had 2 songs out at the time. He had been making music for a while, but 2 songs out. It was the Rockstar remix by DaBaby, and he had Die Very Rough, which was his own original song. So they filmed the music videos for Die Very Rough, and they filmed the music video for Rockstar. They throw up Die Very Rough. Die Very Rough starts going crazy on the YouTube music video, but it's also populating on TikTok. Keep in mind, this is 2020, so this is prime time TikTok. A lot of artists were blowing up. 24K Golden was blowing up at this time, and people were using the where the F is Mario Judah, and then I will find you. The I will find you tag, or the little clipping of the song, is what really started to populate over TikTok. People started to listen to the song, just like any other TikTok song of the time. But what separated Mario Judah was he was able to parlay this into, people found this a very interesting sound. Mario Judah was producing his music as well. And it's his personality that really took things to the next level. Because when he started doing media, I can show you better than I can tell you. I'm going to play you guys a couple of clips of Mario Judah when he first started doing some press after the success of Die Very Rough and Rockstar.
Mario Judah is in the building. How you feeling, man?
Yeah! I feel great! Thank you!
I'm really glad to be here, man.
Yeah! Let's go!
Rockstar Land.
We're going to Rockstar Land! Yeah!
So those were just a couple of interviews that he did. So you're probably like, what the hell? And what really helped to take him off to the next level was when Drewski reposted his stuff. So I'm going to try to play you guys this clip. It was a performance that he was doing at Rolling Loud, I believe, or somewhere, where he had this hood on, and he had the whole character down pat.
That is not DaBaby. Who the fuck? That's the devil.
So Drewski reposts that clip I just showed you guys. If it didn't play, then it's music. It is what it is. Copyright. And then after that, he does an interview with Drewski where he gets another viral moment. So I'm playing you guys that one right now.
Blessed. No Illuminati, no devil stuff. I'm blessed.
Respect.
But people will die. The enemies will die.
So, explain this. This is one question I got for you. When you say nigga, a lot of people are assuming.
Nigga!
That's got to be racist. There's no way. I'm going to just keep it real. There's no way that is like of our culture.
So while this is all going on, Mario Judah, we weren't sure if he was independent, if he had signed a distribution deal, if he had signed to Atlantic. People weren't sure because he was able to get the DaBaby song cleared for it to be a remix on his official Spotify, and distributors, DSPs, whatever you want to call it. For you to be able to do that, you've got to usually have, especially if the song got that big, you're not trying to like run under the radar. So he had to have some sort of label connection is the thing that I had put together. But he had eventually ended up signing. It was either a bad management contract or it was a record deal with Atlantic Records. My memory is a bit hazy on that. And I had talked to some people that were involved with it. So it's a little bit not fishy, but it's confusing to say the least. But it was a bad deal that he wasn't very happy with. And the guy that he did the music videos with, they also had a separation. I wouldn't necessarily call it a falling out. Mario Judah never said anything bad about him. That guy just said, like, he wasn't happy with how things panned out. So at this point, what's next? Well, Playboy Cardi was going to drop, or he was setting to drop Whole Lotta Red. Mario Judah was already on the red stuff, right? You could just see the aesthetic of what he was dropping. The album covers, Die Very Rough. He had red hair. It wasn't an afro, but yeah, he had the big red hair. So he's like, yo, Cardi, if you're not dropping a Whole Lotta Red, I'm going to drop a Whole Lotta Red. So he's post, keep in mind, this is 2020. So Mario Judah's post 6ix9ine, Trippie Redd, Instagram era. And he's doing numbers on Instagram too. This is before peak TikTok. TikTok at this point, it was being used for a lot of sounds. And it was still seen as like this girls dancing app or like young boys dancing app. So he rides this wave of I'm going to drop for Playboy Cardi because he's not going to drop Whole Lotta Red. So he drops Bit Ya, which is a song that goes crazy. And it's mimicking Playboy Cardi style. People love the song. I, at the time, thought this wasn't a good idea because he was getting a lot of clout, was getting a lot of streams. I thought it was going to pigeonhole him, and I thought he was a lot better than that as an artist. But he drops Whole Lotta Red. It does very, very well. And then Cardi drops. And then this is where things shift a bit, where people are like, yo, we're not trying to hear from Mario Judah. We got Cardi. You served your purpose. This, and that. But what happens next is in 2021, and this whole run is about a year long, which is why I think it's so impressive that he's able to come back the way that he did. So after about, I don't know, like 9 to 10 months, Trippie Redd was set to have a song with Playboy Cardi called Mr. Rage. And at this time, rage music was all the rage, no pun intended. In Mario Judah, we get this like remix or cover or version, really just a version of Mr. Rage, where it's just Mario Judah. And everyone is hyped for it. This is before the official version with Trippie Redd comes out. And Trippie was seen kicking it with Mario Judah too. So people love Mr. Rage, the version with Mario Judah. That song, I think it has like tens of millions of plays, and it's just a random fan uploaded version of the track. So that just goes to show you, like, people were really like, yo, especially after the original or the official version came out. Yeah, it's 27 million on that. Even after the official version, people thought Mario Judah's like really hit different. And then this is where the disappearance comes. So Mario Judah slowly fades, and not out of relevancy. He just stops dropping, stops talking much, and people were concerned with what was going on. Some people just moved on. And then in 2022, he drops one song, Afraid of Love, which was a great song, like not a meme song whatsoever. And Mario Judah somewhat became a little bit of a meme, but I always thought, and I had always said, that he was a talented artist. So Afraid of Love drops, doesn't do too much, like it streams well. And then he disappears again for 2023, full year, 2023, full year, 2024, and then he comes back this year. So there was like a little bit of an EP that dropped that was called, I forgot the name of it. It was called like Betrayed or Endure. Endure was the name of the EP. My mind is racing right now. Anyway, so he comes back in 2025 with Love You Anymore. I'm guessing at this point in time, he was able to get out of his deal completely. I don't know the details of that. I'll ask around if you guys are interested. I feel like people that watch me are actually interested in that type of stuff. And he drops Love You Anymore. So this is 2 or 3 full years after what a lot of people considered Mario Judah to be a meme rapper, a fad, something that was going to pop in and pop out. If that was the case, nobody would have cared when he came back. And he lost a ton of weight. Like, he looked like a completely different person, grew out the hair. He's got these red freeform dreads. I like the corn shirt. I don't know if that's a representation of the direction he's taking things, but that music video does over 2.6 million. Like, this is completely organic numbers, which is why I'm so impressed. And you got to think of the balls it took to drop that, what it looks like independently. I don't know if he signed a new deal. The balls to drop that after 2+ years of being gone. You don't know how people are going to react to it. You don't know the numbers it's going to get. You don't even know if you're part of the conversation anymore. Because an individual that had higher heights than Mario Judah was Lil Mosey. And I don't say this to down Lil Mosey. I think that was a very unfortunate situation that happened to him. But he had to take some time off for quite a while. And then when he came back, dropping songs, not many people really, I wouldn't say paid attention. Like, the conversation just wasn't there. It didn't make a splash. And Mosey had bigger hits and a deeper catalog than Mario Judah. And Mosey was doing some press after that as well. Mario Judah didn't do any press. He still hasn't done any press. And he just dropped. So it goes to show that this is proof that there is a large swath of people that mess with Mario Judah past this whole like meme, he's funny stuff, and genuinely love the guy's production. Of course, he produced this song too. And his voice, his melodies. I think this is a perfect time for him to come back because he doesn't have to do what he did to get on. And he can just drop music. And I really do think that he's a funny guy, obviously. He knows how to be funny. I would say he should just ditch that and just be like, yo, that was just me back then. You know, I'm me now. This is, if he ever does end up doing press, and just not be the butt of the, not the butt of the joke, but not be a joke whatsoever. And just let the music speak for itself and be like, yo, with the weight, I ended up shedding the old identity or old act that I used to play up when I first got in the game. Because the music, like I said, man, who's making music like Mario Judah? Like the beats, the voice, the melody. I mean, I'm not saying the guy's the greatest artist I've ever heard in my life. Somebody will probably jack it up to make it seem like I'm saying that. But I am saying that he's a great artist. And the numbers do not lie. For somebody to disappear for 2 years, most artists disappear for 2 years. Nobody really cares when they drop music. They may care about, oh, like, why'd this guy fall off? Why is he gone? This was just straight song, music video, and it's doing well. It's doing outstanding, actually. I thought he might do a mill, but for it to do this well. But let me know if you guys checked that out. Do you like this song? Do you not really like it? What is your preference? Like, I like this song, but personally, I like Afraid of Love a little bit more than this track. I still think this track is solid, though. Like, the songs I would say that I wasn't too much of a fan of are, like, Remember Your Name. Like, those are those aggressive songs that he had that was kind of, like, leaning more into, like, rock/metal, but with his own style. And I do think with, like, country being really popular now, like, the voice, I'm not saying Mario Judah has a country voice. I just think his voice has the right appeal, even more so than it did back then. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one.